Part 17, The Final Ritual. And then, Darkest Emperor Alpha, gagging as he says it, suggests that they might as well perform the God Emperor ritual upon him. After all, it will only increase his power even further, which, considering that power is what they need most, will only do them good. The elemental Dark Lord nods, reluctantly agreeing. Very well, Dr. Erebus, prepare the ritual. Darkest Emperor Alpha then, with a snap of his fingers, brings all of them to the Shadow Planet, the perfect place to perform the ritual, bringing all of the most magically powerful things in the Empire, both objects and individuals, even the resurrected and undead God Emperor Aldrich, now Dark Butler God Emperor Aldrich, to force him to also participate in the ritual. 2. Perform a classic God Emperor ritual upon Darkest Emperor Alpha now. The elemental Dark Lord, once they have all gathered around the center of the Shadow Planet, looks at the others and nods solemnly. Very well, Dr. Erebus, begin the ritual. The mad scientist steps forward, his hands glowing with an unnatural light. He begins to chant ancient words in a language long forgotten, weaving a web of dark magic around them all. Slowly, the air begins to thicken with an unseen power as the energy builds up around the group. As then power from all in the group begins to transfer to and massively empower Darkest Emperor Alpha, Darkest Lord Lothar feels his power waning, as if being siphoned off, but is unable to resist the transfer. Isolde the Vampire Queen's regeneration slows down, as if fighting against the power drain. The power flow is almost unbearable for Darkest King Mordecai, who stumbles back, his eyes wide with disbelief and pain. Dr. Erebus, the mad scientist who began the ritual, stands tall, his hands still glowing with the unnatural light, his face etched with a mixture of ecstasy and agony as he feels the power flowing through him as, well, then, as Darkest Emperor Alpha's power reaches its peak, all of those involved are fused with him yet retain their physical forms in power, and their power is now even massively increased manyfold, and this is enough for Dark Matter Dr. Erebus to ascend and become Darkest Matter Scientist Dr. Erebus, as Darkest Emperor Alpha has, now, become a God Emperor. What should I even call myself now? I mean, Darkest God Emperor Alpha just sounds stupid, and God Darkest Emperor Alpha sounds even worse. Darkest Emperor Alpha now says to himself before then having a eureka moment. Oh, I got it. God Emperor of Darkness Alpha. That has a great ring to it. God Emperor of Darkness Alpha exclaims.
God Emperor of Darkness. Alpha is a shady but youthful-looking man with dark gray skin, and dark gray hair and red eyes. And he wears dark power armor with glowing red highlights, and the dark with red highlights, Dark Relic, an object resembling a higher dimensional glass orb-like object, as a sort of core of his power armor, as his many amorphous tendrils of pure darkness, that in truth make up his whole body are visible emerging from his back, branching out like branches of a mighty tree, and slithering around like dark serpents. God Emperor of Darkness, Alpha then snaps his fingers, and instead of forcefully taking control of them, universe-like God Emperor Marcus Aurelius did before him, he reveals the truth to the entire universe, that the light is the true force of destruction and evil, and even reveals to them just how much death and destruction the light itself has exclusively caused. The universe is shocked by this revelation, and even some of the most powerful beings and civilizations begin to question their loyalty to the light, as they realize that their entire existence has been built upon a lie. God Emperor of Darkness Alpha, sensing the shift in allegiance, decides to offer a new path forward, a path of allegiance to the darkness, to the Empire of Shadow Stein, as to stomp out the light and bring about peace and order not just for their universe, but for all of existence as a whole, and to bring an end to strife and segregation and war and suffering as a whole. Even as a possibility, the universe is left reeling, torn between the two forces, but as time passes, more and more beings and civilizations choose to pledge their allegiance to the darkness, drawn in by the promise of peace, and the truth revealed by God Emperor Darkness Alpha. The tide begins to turn, and the Empire of Shadow Stein expands, its tendrils of darkness spreading ever outward, consuming the light and bringing order to the chaos it has caused. As the darkness grows stronger, so too does the faith of those who follow it, and the Empire becomes a symbol of hope and stability in a universe long plagued by war and strife. God Emperor of Darkness Alpha rules with wisdom and compassion, guiding his people toward a brighter future, free from the shackles of segregation and prejudice. His rule is marked by great achievements, as the Empire of Shadowstein makes breakthroughs in science and technology, improving the lives of all who dwell within its borders. The once mighty forces of the light, now diminished and disheartened, watch with growing unease as their power wanes. Some attempt to fight back against the Empire, but their efforts are futile, and they are swiftly defeated. Others, realizing the truth of God Emperor Darkness Alpha's words, choose to abandon the light and join with the Empire, seeking a new path forward free from the tyranny of lies and deceit. As more and more civilizations make this choice, the Empire of Shadowstein expands its reach, its tendrils of darkness stretching ever outward, engulfing the last vestiges of the light, and forging a new order from the ashes of the old. God Emperor of Darkness Alpha rules with wisdom and compassion, guiding his people toward a brighter future, one where all beings, regardless of their nature or origins, may live together in peace and harmony. In the farthest reaches of the universe, there are whispers of a powerful being, one who claims to be the true God of the universe. His name is said to be the Creator, but God Emperor of Darkness Alpha rather says that he is the grand author, yet that his name is unknown, and he watches the unfolding events with interest. Some believe that he has abandoned his creation, leaving it to the whims of the God Emperor and the forces of darkness, while others hold out hope that he will one day intervene and restore order. The Empire of Shadowstein, led by the benevolent God Emperor of Darkness Alpha, continues to expand at an unprecedented rate. The civilizations that have chosen to join the darkness find peace and prosperity under the rule of the God Emperor. Science and technology flourish, and the Empire's influence spreads across the cosmos, a beacon of hope in a universe once ruled by tyranny and strife. And soon enough, the entire universe and even the entire multiverse, their entire omniverse even, is under the